can't stop.
And we won't stop.
Ba-do-da-do-do.
Red cups and sweaty bodies everywhere. Hands in the air like we don't care. 'Cause we came to have so much fun now. That somebody here might get some now. And if you ain't ready to go home, can I get a hell no? 'Cause we gonna go all night till we see satellite. Alright, so la-da-di-da-di. We like to party.
Hooray, we made it work.
Doing whatever we want. This is our house, this is our rules, and we can't stop, and we won't stop. Can you see it's we who own the night?
Huzzah.
Can you see it's we who bow the light? And we can't stop, and we won't stop.
There you are.
We run things don't run. We don't take nothing from nobody. Yeah, it's our party, we can do what we want. It's our party, we can say what we want. It's our party, we can love who we want. We can kiss who we want. We can live how we want. See my homegirls here with the big butt, shaking it like we at a strip club. Remember, only God can judge you. Forget the haters, 'cause Scott Bradley loves ya. And everyone in line for the bathroom, trying to get a line in a bathroom. We are so turned up, yeah, yeah. So la-da-di-da-di, I like to party, dancing with Miley, doing whatever we want. This is our house, this is our rules, and we can't stop, and we won't stop. Can you see it's we who own the night? Can you see it's we who vow the light?
I had to jump on through the web. The windows.
We run things don't run. We don't take nothing from no.
Glad I've been paying for this damn thing for 3 years and it just doesn't work. I use it like twice a month at this point. Still paying $15 or whatever it is.
Our house, we can love who we want to. Love who we want. We can sing if we want. It's my mouth, I can say what I want to. Yeah, 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 yeah. And we can't stop. We won't stop. Can you see it's we who own the night? Can you see it's we who buy the light? And we can't stop. We won't stop. We run things don't run. We don't take nothing from nobody. Yeah, yeah. It's our party, we can do what we want. It's our party, we can say what we want. It's our party, we can love who we want. We can kiss who we want. We can live how we want.
Cherokee people. Cherokee tribe? Pride. I think it's tribe. Is there any other Tim McGraw fans out there?
Her name is Noelle. I had a dream about her. She rings my bell. I got gym class in half an hour while she rides. Seen kids in two sides, but she doesn't know who I am. And she doesn't give a damn about me.
Hi, y'all. Welcome to y'all audition.
I'm just a teenage jerk, baby. I'm friend's named Jay. He brings a gun to school and he'd simply kick my ass if he knew the truth. He lives on my block and he drives a night ride, but he doesn't know who I am, and he doesn't give a damn about me. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me. No. Oh, yeah. She doesn't know what she's missing.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's party person Sam Hochhalter. How's that cue?
That cue?
Was it good?
It was good.
Yeah?
I didn't get to taste the actual meat.
Oh.
I watched. I might be an alcoholic. No.
Wait, you watched someone who might be an alcoholic, or you might be an alcoholic?
I might be an alcoholic.
Oh, you know what? That's just negative self-thought. Is all I'm. You got to spin that into the positive that it is, until it becomes a real problem.
I have a really passionate hobby for alcohol.
There you go. There you go. You collect tasty hops in your tum-tum.
Yeah. That is kind of like what being a beer guy is. It's like a really fancy way of dressing up alcoholism.
Sure.
Are you a beer guy?
I'm not.
Damn.
I hate beer. And people will always say, "Oh, try this. This doesn't taste anything. It only tastes like beer.
This won't taste like beer." Yeah.
It only tastes slightly not like every other beer."
Yeah.
So I'm a frou-frou drink boy. I like the hard alcohols, your mixed drinks.
All right.
A good old let's see.
A Manhattan?
I haven't. No, that's too straightforward. That's too nice for me. If I were to go to
straight whiskey?
No. I like the shitty stuff. Like right now, as we're talking about it, I have a craving. I want to go to.
What kind of guy? You must be an alcoholic if you think straight whiskey is nice.
Well, it's more
I
sophisticated.
did not specify what kind of whiskey. You're just
I
want to
go to the Merc right now and get a pink lemonade. That's what I want.
Ah.
Yeah. Do we know the pink lemonade?
Never heard.
No.
It's basically a water glass full of gin with like a splash of grenadine. It is.
That sounds disgusting.
It's delicious.
That sounds potent.
Yeah, it is. And I went within the last year, just randomly. Merc has not changed. They still do not fuck around, and it's still cheap. It was like $7 or $8 for it's a fucking water glass full. They don't stop pouring, so it was nice.
That is nice.
When I go to other bars and I get like $8.50 for a single vodka cran, this tiny little glass that's so red. That's so much cranberry. You know what?
I haven't.
I do sound like an alcoholic now.
Yeah.
I hate a weak ass pour. If I'm gonna spend money in a bar, it has to be.
I hate the weak pours too.
Oh, well, yeah. Those
Yeah.
They will never change their position.
I hate pours in general.
They'll never
Yeah.
change their lot in life.
Well, they're poor because they're weak.
Yeah, and they're weak because they're poor. It's a vicious cycle. That's how we keep them in line, Sam. You're a money guy. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Tell me about money.
What do you want to know about it?
What's it look like?
Well, it's all kind of money's like more of an idea now than it is
yeah.
of physical, like fiat.
So it looks like a light bulb over your head.
Yeah, It looks a lot like I don't know. I feel like you just see the effects of money. You don't actually see money anymore. Because like, who carries
Deep.
around cash? Instead, you just like see like big houses, and then you also see like homeless camps and stuff. But there's no actual. You don't see nobody's hauling around bags of money anymore, and like no one's Scrooge McDuck diving into a pile of gold.
Oh, we'd all be better off if we were, though.
Why not?
Because credit is way more convenient.
And you can't dive into a pile of credit.
No, I mean you could get like a pile of credit cards, but that would just be irresponsible.
Well, to be fair, it always seemed like diving into a money pit.
That was irresponsible itself. That's just a pile of metal.
Well, yeah, it's just coins.
Yeah.
So you are going to just annihilate your vertebrae.
If someone dove into a pile of money, like a pile of physical money today, I wouldn't think they were that rich.
No?
No.
Is that just too much of a flex?
No, because like with inflation and like rich people don't have physical cash.
Sure.
They exchange bearer bonds and they exchange debt and leverage things.
Bear bonds? That's not short for Barry Bonds.
It is actually short for Barry Bonds.
Is that short or longer? Bearer versus Barry? Or is it the same? It's the same. Syllabically, it's the same.
You gain and you lose nothing. It's a null set. Oh, Nick.
Hey.
Hi, good to see you. These guys. Have you done a show with Nick, Sam?
No.
I'm
not sure.
Yeah. I know Scott's new, so Scott knows nothing about our distant
Nice
cousin.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And yeah, I'm just going to take those pre-sales as donations, as they often
Well,
are.
I thought I saw shadows in the lobby, but maybe
Oh,
that
see,
was,
now you're going to make me go.
maybe that was just me being hopeful.
If there's shadows in the lobby,
It could just be schizophrenia. Yep.
what's going on?
I don't know, dude. I have no
That's
idea.
going to be the title of the mystery novels set in Stab Theater. And it's going to be one of the titles. The Shadows in the Lobby. The Open Mic Murder.
It's the next Knives Out.
Yeah. It's just our series of terrible thrillers that take place in this, like, 740
it's-
square feet.
It's
As
Knives
long as
Out,
you
but
do
the
an
mysteries.
absurd accent.
Yes.
They're trying to figure out who had diarrhea in the bathroom and
Mm.
made it stink.
Don't make me think about it. I have to deal with the general public every day, and I just expect them to do the worst possible things. Because
Yeah, there's been some diarrhea in here.
oh, son of a
Scott would know a thing or two about some diarrhea happening here, dude.
bitch! Not naming names.
I know from first and second hand experience.
Oh, all right. Well, that's a good note to end the first pre-show on. Yeah. You know what? I can't. At some point, people have to learn. I can't give them unlimited leeway here. It's 7 after. Sam, these people, they don't deserve the show now.
I don't got anywhere to be.
It's true. Wait, are you not going back to the barbecue?
It'll probably be over by then, dude. There are a
Really?
bunch of everyone there is like 35 or older, so
Okay. All right.
they're all ready for bed, probably.
You know what? Get all fulled up on grilled meats.
You were the youngest guy there?
By a margin, dude.
Did anybody pinch your little cheeks?
No. I
That's
wish.
too bad.
I wish.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at this little guy.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Did you get
Look at this widow alcoholic.
Did you get some brisket? Did you get some brisket? Oh, no, I want brisket. Fuck. All right. What do we say? Do we do this gosh darn program? We've got an online audience, so in person can eat shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only way to eat shit.
Yeah. Is to eat it?
In person.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, unlike money, Sam. If you're gonna eat shit, it has to be.
It has to be
in
there.
front of you.
You can't eat shit figuratively.
No,
You can't leverage it.
I would hope not. All right, there.
Except 2 Girls, 1 Cup is perhaps the most notorious instance of eating shit, and no one was actually there besides the 2 girls and the cameraman, I assume.
Yet it touched so many lives.
No, they had PAs. There were some unpaid interns that had to watch that.
Imagine you had to boom the 2 Girls, 1 Cup video.
Oh, somehow that actually got sadder.
Would you put that on your resume, like when you're talking to a hiring
Dude,
manager?
I would put that on every resume. I would put that in my
Everyone would
Instagram
recognize it
bio.
instantly.
Yeah.
I think the question is less would you put it on a resume than would you put it on your reel.
I would tattoo it on my arm.
All right.
This guy's good with a boom mic, and he's got a strong gag reflex.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Just the smells on that set. All right. Let's make sure I've got... Oh, I don't have the script at the ready. See? There's a reason I went back over here. Not just because I was not confident in myself. Oh, boy. That's largely what it was, though. All right, let's get this ready. Let's start the intro, and let's have some gosh darn fun with this thing that we call the Stab Show.
Roughly 24 to 92 hours ago, Stab's team of comedy scientists commissioned 3 specific humorists to give various potentially comedic takes on several random topics, which they will now perform for the first and likely last time in front of a live studio audience in a show called Stab.
In this life-altering episode of The Stab Show, hilarious comedian Sam Hochhalter finds himself in a no-win situation with a bus full of super orphans careening towards a poorly maintained scenic cliff. Rough and tumble newcomer Scott Hoyle defies direct orders, goes rogue, and puts his badge on the line to stop an AI-powered imposter fragrance kingpin. And Stab Show favorite Nick Pettigrew has no choice but to finally confront his sidekick about the secret that's been tearing their team apart. All of this while me, your host, Jesse Jones, has to reluctantly accept a basset hound with a wet jumper onto the team in the championship game, only to learn what magic really looks like. All this and so much more tonight on Stab. Now let's dive right into it with segment 1, reorganization. I forgot to tell you, Nick, it changed the format slightly. Segment 1, reorganization. Being told not to worry about a thing naturally will only make one worry more. If it needs to be said not to worry about a thing, then the potential for worry exists, which you are trying to curtail beforehand, which will never work. Which is why when I found DWAI, or Don't Worry About It, this week, while searching for acronyms to reorganize, well, I didn't like being told what to do. So I decided to take DWAI's power away from it. So let's all collectively forget what DWAI might or may not already stand for, and instead give me who or what else DWAI might stand for or represent to you, Sam Hochhalter. Let's hear your DWAI.
DWAI. Darwinism was always inside you. So, Darwinism is the belief that life, as we know it, exists as a result of a long chain of adaptations, both beneficial and malignant, which animals, including humans, developed over the course of millions of years. It is the belief that sentient life is not the result of an all-knowing, old bearded man in the sky who hates premarital sex and Metallica, i.e. God. Rather, it is the belief that sentient life is the result of an all-knowing, old bearded man who lived on the Galapagos Islands with a bunch of freaky birds. Charles Darwin. So, unlike his contemporary who surmised that humans were the result of a disobedient woman talking to a snake, Darwin surmised that humans were the result of sheer trial and error. That every generation of species is born with little quirks and defects which either prove to be advantageous or detrimental to survival. For example, Some humans are born believing in science and nuanced thinking in order to better explain our universe. Galileo is a classic example of some such person. Galileo was a pioneer of modern physics and astronomy, using a revolutionary method of thinking called intelligence to make sweeping hypotheses about the nature of our universe, which completely shifted the accepted paradigm.
Okay.
For this, he was sentenced to prison for most of his life to hang by chains in a dungeon. Therefore, it is clear that being smart is not an advantageous trait. Alternatively, some people believe that having a loaded gun at Walmart is a God-given right. They can use this skill to vote for Republicans who also love guns and use them to terrorize everyone else into doing what they say and making sure that they pass laws which make it easier for other dumb fucks to have guns and control tax policy so that they have lots of money for survival. This is a clear advantage and obvious evidence that Darwinism is very real and lives inside of all of us, especially Republicans.
Yay. Thank you, Sam. Sam
I
gave
would clap, but up my hand.
Yeah.
Sam gave me a warning last night at the mic that there's going to
I'm
be
coming after Republicans.
there's going to be
baby.
something of a theme this
Yeah.
evening.
It's election season.
Yeah. Bring him down. Finally, Sam Hochhalter standing up.
I'm coming for your two, Dems. I'm Ron Paul. Ron Paul supporting. Ron Paul supporter.
Yeah.
I love guys who have strokes on television.
That's really cool.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you. No, thank you. Hey, Scott, let's welcome you to the program with what you have in way of a DWAI.
All right, so DWAI. I took D, W, and A. Those are all from the word Delaware. And and then I took the I from the word igloo.
Okay.
So that's a Delaware igloo. That's something that exists, but you really don't expect it ever.
Okay.
Like, technically, that could happen, but I wouldn't believe in it if you told me about it unless you showed me about it.
Sure.
So a Delaware igloo is pretty much like, what are you talking about? Like, you're stressing yourself out at this point. Like, chill, man. Like, I don't know. Don't stress. Hang loose. You know, it's something out of place and out of your control.
Sure.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right.
That was really deep, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something out of place and out of your control.
It's impossible. You couldn't have an igloo in Delaware.
You could temporarily.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It gets
Yeah.
cold there.
It does. It's like a possibility, but like extremely unlikely.
Yeah, and it would require a lot of frantic effort.
But ultimately something not to worry about.
But
Yeah.
I can't think of any other words that start with I.
I mean, there's a whole section in at least one book that has a lot of. I'm just glad that you're not as terrible as I am. Just hearing Delaware igloo and wondering what part of the body someone shits on for that.
You never had a Delaware igloo,
Well,
Jesse?
I mean, I stopped at the Cleveland steamer and never went so far as the Delaware igloo. Sounds like just
It's just a pile of cum on pretty much anywhere, right?
okay.
I'm the
Don't-
Delaware of the body.
Yeah.
Yeah, which well, now I've got to wonder what the Delaware of the body is. Seems like the inside of the elbow, not even the elbow, not even like a useful part, but like the inside armpit of the elbow.
The
Seems like
Delaware.
the Delaware of the body.
Makes sense.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about Delaware. Maybe it's fine.
Who's
Thank
over
you,
there?
Scott. Thank you for that. Nick, how about
Yeah.
you wrap up some reorganizationing with DWAI then?
All right. Let's see. I'm going to do this with a southern accent for no particular reason.
Nice.
Artichokes. Obviously, something that is barely food, devised by an unloving God. Consider how it presents itself in the store. Sharp, prickly leaves that stab at your bag. A size that is frankly untenable considering the amount of food that you can actually harvest from the goddamn thing. It is only edible if you prune the tips like you're declawing a cat and steam it for 12 hours like a leather boot from the Great Depression. And what do you get for your efforts? Only the smallest area of the base of the leaf is edible, and you have to scrape it with your teeth like a goddamned animal. Even though it only tastes good dipped in mayo, like absolutely anything would be. Matter of fact, I would wager that a dried dog turd would be absolutely delicious were it smothered in aioli. But let's get to the worst part of the artichoke, the innards. What in the fuck is going on once you get to the inside of an artichoke? All of a sudden, there's purple leaves and hair? Why do artichokes have a messy bush like a 70s porn star? Sorry, that started to get a little too Jeff Foxworthy for my liking of a bail. Well, if your kink is shaving your partner, you're in luck, because you have to cut all the pussy hair off the artichoke heart if you plan on eating it. The only part of the artichoke that is worth any effort is the heart, and even then, what other vegetable has a heart that you eat? I feel like a goddamn barbarian warlord eating the heart of my fallen vegetable foe. I don't like artichokes, especially their guts, and I say unto you, DWAI, down with artichoke innards.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. A message that I think we can all get behind.
Some people like artichoke innards.
Your wife.
Yeah. There was it was hard maintaining that. So that was a good bailout.
I didn't know that you're supposed to suck out the little like artichoke heart or whatever when you eat them. And one time I was like at my girlfriend's family's house for a barbecue, and I just was like chewing on just the fucking shell of the artichoke for like 25 minutes. I still dunked it in mayo, and then I was like chewing on. I was just sucking mayo off of an artichoke fucking shell.
That's all it is, man. Basically.
Sam.
Yeah.
Do you ever eat not at a barbecue?
Oh.
Have you ever?
I try to only eat at barbecues if I can, Jesse.
I was gonna see if you've just had anything that hasn't been lapped by open flame.
My cereal in the morning, barbecue.
Oh man, now you got me.
Nothing like some flame grilled cinnamon toast crunch, dude.
Yeah, you actually put it out by pouring the milk on it. Oh well, Sam. Let's get to the meeting of people, which I changed around and which I sprung on people. Sam, how are you doing?
I'm good, Jesse. How are you?
I'm fucking whimsical. I don't know.
Yeah, as usual.
Yeah.
Magical.
Oh, I just skipped to my loo, Sam.
You don't walk down your staircase in the morning. You float down it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I open a tiny little parasol. That's just comically small. It's barely bigger than a cocktail umbrella, and I just float down.
All the children in the street go, "Yay!"
I can hear them cheering. I can hear them cheering outside. Sam, what have you been up to? Any shows? Any fun stuff?
Nothing coming up, dude. I had a couple shows this last week. I was at the Punchline.
Oh,
I did
nice.
The Callback Bar. I think Scott did that too.
Oh.
Yeah, I was on that show too.
And then I did a little show in Concord. It was like Mean Dave.
Oh, nice.
Mean
Dave's
familiar.
Oh, Mean Dave is a friend of Stab.
Oh, that's good, dude. Yeah,
that was on Monday.
That was Monday. Yeah. But that's what I've been up to this week, and fucking mostly going to barbecues.
Yeah,
really.
sounds like it.
Really
Sounds
been
like
hitting up barbecues.
I'm sorry to have pulled you away from another.
Yeah.
I apologize for that.
They have to pull me away.
Yeah, you're the first one there, the last one to leave.
Yeah.
You're setting up the cups.
I go to barbecues I'm not invited to.
Yeah.
See, I smell one happening, I'm there.
You float there like a cartoon dog.
Yeah.
Just on the scent. Well, thank you, Sam. Always wonderful to have you. Hey, Scott Hoyle.
That's me.
Hi
Hello.
there. This program will officially be the most we have interacted, like, total.
Yeah.
So good. I'm saying that as a positive, because I enjoy what you do, which is why you're here. Otherwise, why the fuck would I invite you to this dumbass show? I'm sorry. This wonderful, groundbreaking program.
Yeah, Jesse, it's great.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
great program.
show.
I have to change that self-thought. So good to have you, sir.
Yeah, it's good to be here. I was excited to do it.
Sounds like you've been sharing most of Sam's shows this week, but you got anything else going on? Anything interesting?
No, I'm going back up to my home club in Eureka at Savage Henry. I'm headlining that next month. That's going to be very exciting. That's the main thing I'm thinking about.
Cool. Well, awesome. Hopefully this went well for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the dumb homework show.
Yeah, it's been fun.
And looking forward to the rest of what you got. Nick Pettigrew!
Hey.
Holy hell. That mustache is taking on a life of its own.
Yeah, really filled in.
And I have not overheard, but overseen. Looks like you're getting back out behind a microphone again as well.
Yeah. I think that changing medication has really helped me a lot, and so I'm doing good. I'm getting back out there and trying life again.
Well, good.
Yeah, I honestly think you should change medication like once a day.
Yeah, I try to change it fairly often.
keep your psychoses on their toes.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna mess with me? I'm gonna mess with you. Well, super happy to have you back. Anything else of interest? Any fun stuff on the Pettigrew horizons?
Let's see. This has become a running joke at this point, but the game is finished. I'm gonna finish this goddamn game.
I was gonna ask, but I thought I shouldn't. If you were going to offer information, then fine, but I was not going to ask.
I am serious. October, the game is going to be released and done. It's Expressorcist. It's an express exorcism simulator that is.
What?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, Nick has been threatening this for years, and we've got a release window. There's not a date there. It sounds like a release window.
Yeah, it is okay. So,
are we committing?
October, the first Tuesday in October is when it's going to come out. I don't know what day that is.
All right.
Off the top of my head.
Did you say express exorcism, like espresso, or like express, like fast?
I think I said express or espress, but it's just my accent that's really screwing everything up.
Okay.
But yeah, Expressorcist.
What is it? What's express exorcism?
Please give us the elevator pitch, Nick.
It's an exorcism done quickly. I don't know if that wasn't.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's throwing shit at people and then either they explode or they're saved. It's
simple.
Is there projectile vomiting in the game?
There has to be.
Yes, there is.
Of course.
Woo!
Sold. I can't
Scott
remember.
loves projectile vomit.
Can't remember if I've
One of my
already wish
favorite
listed this,
things
but I need
of
to.
Types of projectile.
There's so few good projectiles. You gotta latch on to vomit.
I disagree. I think there's a lot of great ones, and vomit is at the top still.
Okay. All right. The only other one that I can think of are bullets.
Bullets, baseballs.
Jesse's
Me,
thinking a lot
if I
about
go really
bullets and
fast.
guns and death usually. So
Well, I mean, you got me in that mood.
yeah.
And speaking of that, let's get back into Sam just really taking it to the establishment.
Give it to him, Sam.
Let's get into segment 2. It's Topical Haiku Challenge. For some reason, residents of Sacramento, California love taking a couple weeks out of the warmest time of the calendar to just smell hot, miserable animals and stuff ourselves with nonsensical food-esque stuffs that would normally, rightfully, we would look aghast upon at what horrors we've devised for our innards. It's a time we like to call the California State Fair, and it's coming in just a couple weeks. So I thought we'd celebrate trudging around on 1,000-degree asphalt, throwing darts at balloons to win 4-inch Bud Light branded Coke mirrors, and escaping into the air-conditioned as seen on TV pavilions. The only way that makes any sense at all through strictly regimented Japanese verse. Set, obviously, to an Irish jig. So, in this edition Topic Haiku Challenge, let's hear your 3 haiku each about, the California State Fair. Let's bring this down a little bit so we're not shouting over it. Here we go. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3 times around, as we do with segments 2. Is that a panic look of you only wrote 1 haiku, Sam?
I only wrote 1 haiku.
Okay. All right. I can always.
I thought it meant 3 total, 3 cumulative haikus.
Is that why?
What do you mean?
Why I put 3 in parentheses haiku each about. You know what? That's fine. That's fine, Sam. You could shit out 34 more syllables in the time that it takes to come around to you.
You can spit it off the top.
But you don't have to.
You could even take influence.
All right.
But we'll start with you, and we'll see if we have 2 more.
Okay.
Or if this is
Close
just
your
Sam
eyes.
shooting his haiku load.
Access the creative.
Okay, well, this took me a long time to write, so...
All right.
All right.
Well, this has got the effort of 3
All right.
haiku. All right, Sam, let's hear your first of maybe 1 State Fair haiku.
All right. I smell so much piss. Hot piss splashes my bare foot. Guy next to me miss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
That sounds like it took a lot of time, especially after hearing basically that joke at the mic last night. You son of a bitch. All right, we'll leave you to work. Scott, your first of 3 State Fair haiku.
Open carry gun. Corn dog covered in mustard. Ambulance called twice.
Oh, nice. I got it. It almost got past me, but I reached up and grabbed it. Nick, first of 3 State Fair haiku. What do you got?
Red face, summer heat. My skin burns in my whiteness. I crave water cone.
Water cone.
Yeah, they always give you those like free sample little bit water cones.
Sure.
Cones of water. Yeah. I couldn't fit cones of water, so it
Sure.
became water cone.
Yeah, the paper water cooler cups that. So
Yes.
so all you taste is paper cup. It's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for putting that feeling in me. Now I can just taste the fucking water cone. Hey, Sam.
Yes.
Do you have a second haiku by
Yep,
chance?
it's ready
then
to go.
Let's hear your second of 3 State Fair haiku.
Get me hot dog now. I suck hot dog down. I am not gay man.
No. You are a State Fair enthusiast.
State fair enthusiast, baby.
Oh, sucking that hot dog. Cool. Well,
That was fantastic.
yeah.
Haiku
See?
with a nice
when
so
you
far.
when you put your mind to it, we all believe in you, Sam. Scott, second time around, State Fair haiku. What do you got?
Carnival games, bitch. You think you're a winner, bitch? Pay to play 3 times.
Nice. I also forgot to ask. Does that reference still make sense? Am I the only one that remembers playing stupid games for shitty like Bud Light or
Yeah.
Aerosmith mirrors or some of the shit like that? I just remember it's been ingrained in my mind.
I remember it, but also, yeah, no, you are old, so that is.
Okay, I didn't need the second half of that statement. I feel that every day. Feeling it right now. My back is telling me. Hey, Sam.
Yes.
Oh, man, Sam, remember how a couple days ago you wrote 3 State Fair haiku?
I remember.
Oh,
I remember.
So much effort
I
put
didn't
into
write
it.
them just now.
No, not
4
at all.
seconds ago, that's for sure.
No. Oh, wait, did I miss Nick's second? Oh, shit, sorry, I got too excited. Sorry.
You missed
You
a
just wanted
real
to humiliate
gem.
Sam.
You just wanted to humiliate.
Maybe it was
Yeah.
because I got age shamed. Nick, let's finish. Let's finish your second time around haiku about the state fair. What do you got?
Oh boy! All right. Potato cyclone. 7 deep fried Oreos. My toilet hates me.
Oh, but it sounds so good. Was there... Maybe this is just a fever dream that I want to exist. Has there been like a deep fried Twix? That sounds fantastic.
Yeah?
That sounds fantastic. Yeah?
Sounds about
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
you
why
can
not?
deep fry anything.
Well, of course. Yeah.
You just spoke to the deepest part of my soul.
Oh, it sounds so good. Now I have to go to the fair. No, I shouldn't, but I will. Sam, back to you. I remember talking to you not too long ago about how several days ago you finished writing these haiku. So let's hear the fruits of your labor with your third of 3 State Fair haiku.
Goat pussy is there. Her lips are luscious and fair. I'm sorry, Scott's mom.
All right. Sam means the greatest of all time. Vagina.
I'm talking about goat pussy.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of goat pussy at the last state fair, dude.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's prominent.
Yeah, nature's beautiful.
I've seen on the internet that that's the most similar to human.
It's like looking at a human vagina, dude. Not that I would know, but
All right. Well, really slammed yourself there. Not that you would know what looking at a human vagina is like.
it looks like a fucking human vagina.
All right.
It's,
I'll take your word for it. I try to
it is startling, unsettling.
try to avoid the animals as much as possible at the fair. It's just
Take a trip to the state fair. You'll understand why.
now I have a second
A
reason.
lot of stuff will start making sense once
Sure.
you look at a goat vagina.
Oh, I don't want to open my eyes to or have my eyes opened by that opening. Scott, third of 3 State Fair haiku. Let's hear it.
All right. Kid getting yelled at. Scariest man ever seen. Need a Percocet.
All right. Yeah. Get out there, trudging around in that fucking heat. It's going to happen. You're going to snap. Why not? Thank you, Scott. Nick, didn't forget you this time. Would never forget you. Let's wrap up some haiku. Let's hear your third of 3.
California. County exhibits don't change. Go for free samples.
Yeah. Yeah. There it is. Oh, it's the beauty of building C or whatever the fuck that is.
I spend most of my time at the state fair in either the county exhibits or where they sell like the fucking Cutco knives and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know the last time I rode a ride.
It's my funny juice.
I'll get 1 or 2 crazy food items, but then the rest of the time is hiding in AC until you can go home.
Mm-hmm.
I like the dirt bikes.
Yeah?
I like the dirt bikes.
Okay.
The demolition derbies when they have them sometimes, yeah.
Sure.
Those are good too.
I haven't been to a state fair concert in forever, too. I know I saw Weird Al forever ago.
That's sick, dude. They had Kool in the Gang last year.
Ooh. It sounds
they
like
have Kool in the Game every year.
Or a Kool in the Gang. You know, I think I walked by one of the stages and thought I was hearing like a cover band of like Smash Mouth or something, but it was actually...
That was probably just the goats.
Oh, yeah. Sure. All right. Well, I'm glad we took an early trip to the state fair. Let's get to segment 3 and some recipes. You ever think about how one tiny, seemingly insignificant change of paths not taken years ago could have drastically and completely changed who you are now and what your life might have become? I try not to, because that way lies madness. But it's true. It's a true fact that every little ingredient in our life's recipe has gone into making us who and what we are today. And while we already know that sugar and spice and everything nice are what little girls are made of, and that snips and snails and puppy dog tails are what little boys are made of, in recipes, your job is to give us your recipe for what has gone into the makings of these other various stuffs and things. Now, normally, you all get different prompts. That's just how these things work. But when I came up with this one, I just liked it so much, and given the makeup of this panel, it just seemed like it would be such a waste to give it to just one of you. So, each of you will be giving me your own version of a recipe for an introvert's perfect 3-day weekend. Now, I may have judged Sam wrong, because Sam's just got stacks and stacks of grilled meats on his weekends. but I don't know. Got the feeling that you might have something for this. So, Sam, let's hear your recipe for an introvert's perfect 3-day weekend.
Okay, so first, you're going to need a restaurant-grade food processor. Okay, like a huge blender that can shred apart a cell phone if you put it in there.
Okay.
Once you have one of those, go ahead and toss your cell phone in the blender. You can use any setting you like. Pulse, blend, chop, as long as it's your own cell phone. Once that's completely destroyed, you're going to empty the contents into the trash. Next, it's time to make a relish. And as anyone knows, the best base for any quality relish is going to be your identification. Think of your most important identifying government documents: your driver's license, a passport, a birth certificate, a social security card. Toss all of those into a nice, big restaurant-grade food processor. Any setting will do. Pulse, grind, liquefy, as long as the final result is a pulpy mess of your forms of identity, I mean relish. At this point, you're effectively off the grid and you have a paper-based relish. And with that, you're ready to put together the main course, which is a roast chicken. So, in order to properly roast a chicken, you're going to need a nice flame. So go ahead and start hacking down your furniture with an axe and build a pile of debris in the center of your living room. Mm-hmm. Pour some gasoline all over it and throw some water on it so you can really smoke out that chicken. And then toss the chicken onto the top of your pile of debris. No need to clean, cut, or prep the chicken in any way. That doesn't matter. And then you're just gonna drop a lit match on your pile of debris / chicken and run outside. At this point, with your chicken roasting and your government identity completely destroyed, you're going to find the next flight, train, or rickshaw to Mexico. Go ahead and head down there and go ahead and form a new life for yourself, building an identity as a cool bartender on a tropical beach who has a troubled past. Have sex with tourists, and don't build any meaningful relationships with anyone that lasts longer than a night.
Oh.
Now, this is the most important step. Don't ever return. Forget the chicken. Forget the relish. Forget your old life and everyone you knew, because none of that matters anymore. The only thing you know is looking cool on a beach and banging random tourists.
Yeah.
And that's when you're ready for the final step, which is to buy an unregistered firearm and use it to commit acts of vigilantism in your little villa. Become a local hero and build rapport with the locals. At this point, a lot of people are going to want to hang out with you and do stuff. So you're really going to want to check out my other recipe, which is super easy and simple. The only thing it requires is a large restaurant-grade food processor.
Oh, man. Oh, I like your recipe.
Doesn't that sound nice?
If there was an audience, you would get applause for that.
Oh, man. I want that very much. Oh, the pile that I could make. I'd want to feel the warm glow as it all disappeared into the air.
The haiku section makes so much sense. At the time, I was like, this one's short. This is the shortest one he asked for.
Yeah. Weirdly, I do put thought into
Weirdly, they put, yeah, my bad, dude.
Oh, so good, Sam. Oh, wonderful. Now, normally, I would ask Scott for something entirely different, but not this time. This time, it's the same ass thing. Scott, let's hear your recipe for an introvert's perfect 3-day weekend.
All right. Clock out at exactly on time and walk directly to your car without anybody saying goodbye. Get in the car and spend $36 at Popeyes and eat it in the parking lot and go home stuffed.
Oh, man.
Drink yourself to sleep watching Friends. Wake up Saturday, drink yourself to sleep watching Friends. Wake up Sunday, go to church, sing a hymn, wish you were a little bit taller, wish you were a baller.
Sure.
Of course. Drink yourself to sleep watching Friends.
And then Monday, free square.
Yeah.
$36 at Popeyes is insane.
That's a lot
That's
of
not that
Popeyes.
hard if you're...
That's a lot of Popeyes.
Not that hard if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Then again,
Do you know from experience?
If you know how to get the
Scott?
least bang for your buck.
yeah. Oh, God, I love Popeyes. You guys are just... I'm starving myself. Trying to lose all this goddamn... And you're just throwing all these delicious options at me. That's all right. That's fine.
I want Popeyes so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
Let's all just go again. Thank you, Scott. Hey, Nick, with your fucking wiener snitchel cup. Nick Pettigrew. Let's hear what you have. Yes, a third one. What you have in way of a recipe for an introvert's perfect 3-day weekend.
All right. So this is based on an actual 3-day weekend I had in college. So you're going to need 1 part high-speed internet access.
Sure.
It is critical that this is high speed with no bandwidth caps.
Yeah.
Ugh, fuck that up. Next, a reliable VPN. For whatever shall be done, we must be certain it can never be traced back to you. 20 cardboard standees of people. It doesn't matter who they are, only that they appear to be in a casual pose and look good silhouetted behind sheer curtains. In fact, just try to mirror as closely as you can the fake party scene from Home Alone. Next, you're going to need 6 large pizzas and 6 2-liter Diet Pepsis.
Okay.
Now, that's 2 per day. Brand is not important. What is important is a cheap price and grease. This is your diet for the weekend. This is also where the fake party scene is critical. We want to make sure the delivery driver doesn't get a sense of the immense loneliness and shame that is exuding from your pores. Shame is going to be crucial for ensuring this recipe's success. Now, some will insist on lotion for the shame fiesta that is to come. That's pun intended. Lotion misses the essence of the weekend. We are aiming for shame and self-loathing.
Okay.
Even our joy should be tinged with a sense of pain and regret. Also, the pizza grease will provide a necessary lubrication. A large collection of dirty socks. You could have tissues, but we both know you don't have tissues. You do have a collection of socks that could be used to stun an intruder if thrown. A carton of cigarettes. This is for the quiet recollections that you'll have at 4:36 a.m. as you consider if this is the life you want to live. Ultimately, you will silently weep over your horrifically chafed penis and go back to spaffing out odd clear liquid that you've begun to refer to as because it isn't quite cum.
God damn it. Oh. I, 1, wasn't sure if we were done, and 2, just sort of wanted to let us sit in that.
You want to sit in the
Yeah. No. Oh, no. I wouldn't wish on anyone sitting in their Oh, thank you, Nick. Oh, that was a rich, full 3 days. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry I did that to all of you. Segment 4. Let's make ourselves forget that. With some pseudo-pharmacals. Drugs, some would say, are America's true national pastime. It looks like this is the one I didn't write a new patter for. That's all right. No one will go back and remember the episode that I wrote this originally for. How about I just skip it then? In pseudo-pharmacals, you're asked to give us the rundown, share our new 3 mind and body altering pills, sprays, salves, and smokes hitting the markets and the streets. And it's up to you to tell us what they are, what they do. New drugs. Hopefully that came across. I'm not looking back at the description again because I missed one.
Well, good news, Jesse, because
Yeah.
I just realized I did not read this entire prompt.
That's okay.
Yeah, I missed the point entirely.
Oh, all right. Well, then then I guess that explains. Well, I'm looking forward to what the fuck you did
What was your misunderstanding?
making up a new drug without knowing that you were supposed to be making up a new drug. So,
all I read was the word you gave me.
okay. All right. That's not unheard of, frankly. So then, let's see what freestyle nonsense we got from Sam Hochhalter with the two words liver snaps.
I got so excited about liver snaps. I just didn't even. My mind, I saw white, dude.
I was lobbing it up there for you, and you just decided, fuck all.
I decided I think I know exactly what Jesse wants here.
Fuck all to the setup. It's just fugue state Sam Hochhalter. Let's see what we got for liver snap.
Okay, so a liver snap. Basically, it's like one of those little popper fireworks, but it's got a picture of Hunter Biden on it. And basically, they're for when any of your liberal friends gets too smug, you can flick one of them at them, and it makes them stop for a second because you just flicked a fucking firework at their face.
Sure.
So picture this. You're enjoying a nice cold beer with your liberal buddy, who also happens to be lecturing you about high-capacity magazines and is kind of killing the vibe. So you pull out one of these bad boys, the liver snap, and you snap it in their face. Your liberal friend is going to be so offended that you snapped a firework in their face, it's going to completely derail their speech about why we need to divest from fossil fuel companies and how they actually aren't even having children because they think think of the carbon footprint, you know?
Sure.
So what do? You just flick a liver snap at your buddy, and he will shut the fuck up about guns because he's going to be so busy explaining the dangers of recreational fireworks during drought conditions, he won't have time to talk about other stuff. This is the point where you say, fine, liberal friend, I won't use my liver snaps anymore anyway, because they're a Brazilian-made manufactured product. At this point, your liberal friend will short-circuit, unable to find the moral high ground. They will be so vexed between protecting the environment and supporting Latin American business that they will totally short-circuit, giving you time to show them /them your brand new Cybertruck.
Nice. You know what? That wasn't too far from what you were asked to do anyway.
It wasn't far, but
No.
you didn't ask for a firework, dude.
Well, I mean, you interpreted it how you did by not getting your head all muddled with the actual instructions.
Yeah, dude. Like, who reads instructions?
Boo,
Liberals.
nerd, fucking
Liberals.
lib cock.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sam. I mostly mean that. Scott, one would assume maybe you understood that you were describing a new drug. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's hear about your new drug, Ultraviolet Timmies.
Ultraviolet Timmies are an exciting psychedelic that increase the visual spectrum of light. They affect the actual cones in your eyes. It turns out you can see God. He's just too purple.
All right.
So these let you see God, and he looks kind of like Barney, and you can talk to him, but he doesn't talk back.
Oh, all right.
And your eyes and vision will never fully heal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? You've always got that reminder of when you saw God and just told him
He's
everything.
so fucking purple, dude.
And he was just trying to give you the I gotta go face, but just kept plowing ahead and just kept talking to him. It's your one chance. Are you gonna miss that opportunity?
If you had one moment, one opportunity.
God damn it. Thank you, Scott. Oh, okay. Nick, I'm sorry. I actually took longer than I expected to try to find the perfect antonym for meta. And there were a couple, but I landed on this one. So, Nick, let's hear about your new drug, Inframucil.
Okay. Now, before I start, I may have thought mucil was more of a reference to like mucus.
That's fine.
So totally
Isn't-
different.
I still
than
think
what,
that.
Yeah,
Is that not what it is?
isn't that what Metamucil is about? I'm not sure. So, well,
All
then
right.
let's hear where this went.
All right. Fond of enjoying your own effluence, but not the disgusted look of others as you gorge on your gross? Then consider Inframucil, the only medication that makes your mucus appear dark like a Hershey's syrup. Turn those oohs into ohs as you suck on your own salty sick while everyone around you thinks you're just licking up the remnants of a tasty sundae. Hi, I like eating my own bugs, but I don't like being judged by the barely human homunculus that I... Oh, I'm sorry. I don't like being judged for the barely human homunculus that I am. Now, with Inframucil, people just think I'm a gross fatty fat who always has chocolate on his fingers and face. That's mildly better, I suppose. Honestly, I wish I could just stop, but as with all of my addictions, I'm completely helpless. That's why I use Inframucil. Inframucil. Bad decisions made easy.
Oh. Sorry. Who was it a couple weeks ago that would have lost their shit at Snot Talk? I can't remember. But there was a whole discussion
That was
about it.
me. I hate snot.
Sorry, Sam. Well, just like that, fortunately, you've only got a little bit of show left to suffer through, Sam. Because it's segment 5. It's location, location, location. At some point, almost everybody believes they've got the $1 million idea that the world's been waiting to throw all their disposable income at. Few take the steps needed to put their goods or services out there for the good or service buying public. I also don't think I wrote a new one for this either. And then still, some of those do so in kind of the worst possible way they could. And so in location, 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 you've been asked to sell us on your business started in locations that might not be ideal for said businesses. So go on. Tell us why we should patronize your thing. Sam Hochhalter, you sell car alarms and home security systems in the town of Honestonia.
I think I got this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm looking
I
forward
got
to
the
it.
prompt this time. Attention, residents of Honestonia. Are you sick and tired of people not thinking you have a Let's Go Brandon t-shirt when they drive by your house? Are you disgusted, no, downright appalled, that people walking by your lawn don't know damn well that you thought Ronald Reagan was a great president? All you have to do to get them to understand is install one of these bad boys, the Stand Your Sound car alarm and home security system. Now, when people pass your house and your beautiful new Cybertruck parked outside, there will be no question in their mind who you voted for in the last election because, being the paranoid freak you are, you installed an elaborate home security and car alarm system in what is statistically the safest place to live on Earth. Children will ride by on their bicycles and be terrorized by a booming robotic voice telling them that they are being recorded and will be shot on sight if they trespass on your property. Old women who commute using a walker with tennis balls attached will be scared to death by the deafening air horns that go off whenever somebody encroaches within 30 feet of your vehicle. Watch her clutch her chest and fall to the asphalt from the safety of your home security monitor situated in front of your newly leased leather massage chair. Take that, you old bitch. Order now, and we will include a set of living room blinds for you to split apart with your fingers and peer through during the middle of a weekday. Stand Your Sound home security systems, the only solution to a problem that doesn't exist.
Yay. Oh. So you're a big fan of the Cybertruck then?
Honestly, I don't mind it, dude.
No?
I don't, whatever, dude. It's an electric car.
Yeah. I saw one.
So it looks kind of stupid.
It's
an electric truck. If it gets rednecks to stop driving diesel trucks, then I'm all for it.
I don't think that's the target audience.
Yeah, well...
Well, thank you, Sam. Thank you for making us think about things. And
Thanks, dude.
Sam Hochhalter, where can people get more of that lovely, delicious Sam Hochhalterness out there in the world?
Well, I do comedy around Sacramento.
Hell yeah.
I'm at the Comedy Spot on Tuesdays, and I'm at Stab on Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
And I posted a TikTok. Posted one single TikTok of a crowd work interaction, so go ahead and check that out. Yeah, I'm around. I'm at Sam Hochhalter.
Yeah. Always a gosh darn pleasure. I mean it. I mean it, Sam.
Thanks, dude.
You're an effing gem.
Thanks, dude.
Scott Hoyle, let's wrap up your first appearance on this program with your location. You run a pop-up gourmet cake pop shop in the middle of an Icelandic death metal mosh pit.
Okay. So, ever since I was a kid, I've had a passion for small amounts of cake on the end of a stick. Sure. Cake pops, skinny women, you name it. And I fortified the stick. We're in a mosh pit.
Yeah.
So I fortified the sticks to protect against crowd killers. So that if you get hit, you'll still be holding that cake pop. You should still eat it quickly.
Sure.
Like, I'm not going to say you shouldn't eat it quickly. But I don't know. I did put it's just 2 sticks. That's how I fortified it.
Okay.
It's 2 sticks. And I always carry a pool cue.
Sure.
That I use that to poke, prod, and club.
Mm-hmm.
That's just to protect you as the customer.
Yeah. You gotta keep the distance.
That's all.
Sure.
There's nothing written in his notebook. It's just drawings of Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a tiny little piece of cake. I just imagine it on like since you said it was 2, just like 2, like half-inch pieces of rebar just electrical taped together.
Yeah.
And then you got something to swing down there. Scott Hoyle, thank you for joining us for this gosh darn thing. How can people get more Scott Hoyle out on the interwebs or in persons or what have yous?
You can find me on Instagram at Scott's Hoodie because I hate that. And also I do stand up in Sacramento, so if you follow me, I'll tell you where I'll be.
Then it's win-win. Thank you, Scott. Well done. Good to have you. Nick Pettigrew, before you wrap us up, just throw out that litany, that laundry list of ways that people can enjoy Nick Pettigrew wherever they gosh darn please.
I think I'm on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and the TikToks. Because I'm probably all Nick Pettigrew or some variation of that. There's a British guy that's also Nick Pettigrew, and he's also a comedian, so not him. If you see comedy that's like witty but dry, it's not me.
Okay.
So yeah. Other than that,
Your comedy's not witty and wet.
Yeah.
Well, how about where they can
Soaking.
Dry
wish list
slapstick.
where they can wish list some stuff.
Oh, waitlist. Yeah, go to Steam and waitlist Expressorcist.
Yeah.
And that's with just with an X first, no E.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's Expressorcist.
Still got that itch page too, I assume.
I do. nickpettigrew.itch.io.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a fun one. You can go play slap fighting if you're bored.
Yeah. I'm trying to remind you of the places that you can enjoy you, Nick.
Thank you so much. No, I appreciate it because I often forget.
Yeah. All right, Nick. Let's close out this gosh darn program.
All right.
What do you have in way of your pitch for your business? you offer discount cloning services, and your prices are crazy!
Hello. Be not alarmed, kindly madame. I know my visage is quite appalling, but what I am to offer you shall find most appealing. Nestled away in my remote Antarctic laboratory, I can offer you functional immortality. For you see, in a space where not even God can see, I have perfected cloning technology. Imagine the ability to replace your own organs, or even perhaps transfer your consciousness to a body of a perfect 20-year-old. Free of disease or illness, I'm offering you a chance at physical perfection and eternal life. All I ask is one minor price. Not money, nor anything that may bring you harm. Simply allow me to save a copy of you for my own uses. Don't be crass. I'm not going to fuck your clone. Nothing so mundane. What I do with your clone is my own business. So please allow me to use your supple 36 double D person to create a clone so that you might live forever. Again, it is not a sex thing. Would it make you feel better to know that I have already cloned some of the most well-endowed, girthy beefcakes on the planet? Not for sex stuff. I'm offering you a clone so that you might never know the icy fingering of death. Poor choice of words. I see that now. Fine. If what I'm going to do with your clone body is such a big deal, I will tell you. I seek the finest pair of human specimens so that I might clone a perfect pair, one male and one female. With them, I shall infiltrate the Disney Channel. They will finally become the go-to stars for the channel, and finally, I will be able to get a table at Club 33. Club 33, the most exclusive place in Disneyland. For too long I have been denied. I thought cloning Walt Disney himself would certainly provide me with the means. But it turns out that Walt Disney is an alcoholic inebriate who does not keep his promises. That's why I branded his clone with DWAI. Disney, Walt, alcoholic inebriate.
God damn it. Oh, that was that.
That's it. Yeah, we're done. Finished.
Oh.
Finish on an awkward callback.
Oh, so good. And that was the Stab Show. Thank you all for joining us tonight. And, of course, a very special thank you to our incredible panel, Sam Hochhalter, Scott Hoyle, and Nick Pettigrew. So, hey, did you like what just happened vis-a-vis the Stab Show? Then you should join us in person for a live taping. Just come on down to Stab Comedy Theater Friday nights at 7:30. Or, if absence makes your heart grow fonder, tune in on Stab TV on Twitch from wherever the hell you are. And if you want to enjoy Stab later, subscribe to the show via the podcast provider of your choice. Like, comment, and share. We'll be glad you did. But sadly, that's all we've got for you tonight. So until next time, I've been your host, Jesse Jones, reminding you that if it's yellow, let it mellow is not actual medical advice for jaundice. Good night. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Scott, Sam. Thank you guys. Now comes the conundrum of, do I leave a 26-minute pre-show, or do I stop down the stream and restart in like 20 minutes? What would you do? Stopping the stream and then restarting in 20 minutes, or just leaving a pre-show up for 26 minutes? The stream. Oh, Sam, get back to the barbecue. Yeah. Yeah. And then we start up again. The stream. No, of the next show. It's Comedy Yacht Club. Hey guys, Comedy Yacht Club is going to be starting at 9 o'clock. That was me and Sam's who's on first style promotion of the upcoming slate of stab programming.
What is Comedy Yacht Club?
Comedy Yacht Club. Oh, funny you should ask. It has evolved into more of a straight stand-up show. It used to be kind of a happening, as it were. There would be some simulated storylines going on throughout the show. Unfortunately, the first time they really did that, they committed hard to it, and someone in the audience almost fought someone that was arguing with their loved one during the show. So they kind of toned that portion of the program back.
No,
So.
they got to go harder. That's great.
I can't remember. Oh, Thorne is on it. David Thorne. It's Heather Rogue's show. It's a lot of fun. You know what? Fuck it. Now we're down to 24 minutes. We're just going to leave the pre-show. Thank you, Sam. You helped me make that decision. Pre-show's up. Comedy Yacht Club will begin in, it looks like, about 24 minutes. So stick around for that. Hope to see you again some other time. Have a good night. Otherwise, Comedy Yacht Club begins in a little bit. Thank you, Nick.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I'm happy to be participating. Thank you. Okay. I get it. All right. See ya.
I'm waiting in my cold cell as the bell begins to chime, reflecting on my past life, and it doesn't have much time, 'cause at 5 o'clock they take me to the gallows pole. The sands of time for me are running low. As the priest comes to read me the last rites, take a look through the bars, through the last sights of a world that has gone very wrong for me. Can there be some sort of error to stop the surmounting terror? Is this really the end, not some crazy dream? Somebody please tell me that I'm dreaming. Not easy now to stop from screaming. Words escape me as I try to speak. Tears fall, but why am I crying? After all, I'm not afraid of dying. I believe that there never is an end. As the guards rush me out to the courtyard, somebody cries from a cell, "God be with you if there's a God. Why does he let me go?" As I walk, my life drifts before me. Though the end is near, I'm not sorry. Catch my soul is willing to fly away. Mark my words, my soul lives on. Don't worry now, 'cause I've gone beyond to seek the truth. When you know that your time is close at hand, maybe then you'll begin to understand that life down here is just illusion. one time and last for a lifetime, and never let go till we're gone. Every night in my dreams I see you, I feel you. That is how I
connect, that the chemistry's correct. Your words walk right through my ears, presuming I like what I hear. And now I'm stuck in the web you're spinning. You've got me for your prey. Sorry, I'm not home right now. I'm walking in the spider web, so leave a message and I'll call you back. A likely story, but leave a message and I'll call you back. Intruding on what's mine, and you're taking up my time. Don't have the courage inside me to tell you, please let me be. Communication, a telephonic invasion. I'm planning my escape. Sorry, I'm not home right now. I'm walking in the spider web, so leave a message and I'll call you back. A likely story, but leave a message and I'll call you back. And it's all your fault. I scream my phone calls. No matter who calls, I gotta scream my phone It's gone too deep. You wake me in my sleep. My dreams become nightmares, 'cause you're ringing in my ears. Oh, sorry, I'm not home right now. I'm walking in the spider web, so leave a message, babe. A likely story, but leave a message and I'll call you back. And it's all your fault. I scream my phone calls. No matter who calls, I gotta scream my phone calls. Walking through spider webs. Walking through spider webs.
Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Comedy Yacht Club. Please welcome already on stage your host, Heather Rogue.
Hello and welcome to Comedy Yacht Club, Straight Pride Edition. Straight Pride Edition. Thank you guys for thank you for showing up and taking June back from Satan. Give it up, everybody. Give it up. This is the greatest. I decided the best way to celebrate straight pride is with the greatest pastime among straight people known to man, which is stand-up comedy. You know, just good old freedom of speech, just good old fashioned, just saying what you mean. So we're doing I brought the edgiest comedians in the world here today. Nothing is off limits except please no cursing anyone. No, please don't. Don't be like, but anything else you want to say, do it. And let's start with some, okay, I'm a straight woman. I'll prove it. How are you doing, sir? I like your dick. Did that work? Is it hard now? Did that work? Nothing? Dang, it's hard to hit on men. Any straight men in the audience? We got one straight man over here. All right. How are you doing, sir? You're all right? Yeah. That's cool. Okay. I'm not giving up yet. How about you? Are you straight, man? Can't make up your mind. The dudes are getting pretty gorgeous. They're starting to figure it out. They're starting to work on it. What about you? Are you straight white man? Oh yeah? Oh really? Just go with it. There's streamers. They don't know that I'm not talking to anybody right now. They have no idea. They're just okay. My point is, do you wanna hang out later? Is that it? You're just gonna laugh all maniacally at me? Oh my god. This is forced, but I thought it would be easier, but my point is I'm a lesbian now. Thank you for that interaction. That's what happened. I just got turned into a lesbian. Okay, so now I'm gay, and we're moving on. Sorry about that. I was trying to do straight pride, but then I interacted with men, and now I'm gay. So I'm a lesbian now. Has anyone done any Pride Month stuff? You attended Pride Month? How was it? Did you have fun? Yeah. What'd you do? Oh, cool. I went to one of those. Wait, did you go to the one I went to? That one, yes. You were at the show. I was also at that show. Okay, so you guys have seen me before. Okay, so I can't do any of those jokes. Oh, perfect. I have trauma too. All right. So yeah, pride things are weird. I don't know. I think like straight people get all jealous in June. They're just like, oh, well, where is my month? And it's like, I don't understand why you don't just come out as bisexual and join the fun, right? What's holding you back? Seriously, and don't come at me with like, oh, some people are actually straight, Heather. Not everyone's secretly bi, because I disagree. All right, I think anyone can at least be turned bisexual. Except ace people, I'll give you that. Ace people are immune to my magic powers. But Anyone else? And really the ace people, the asexuals, that's like already the gayest type of gay. That's why they're at the end of the alphabet, you know, because it's like a spectrum, and it gets gayer the further you go down the spectrum. Get out of here! Not kidding. Come. Come in. We to the streamers at home, I just want you guys to know that more people walked in and I chased them away and they left. They're just using the bathroom. Okay, so this is welcome to Straight Pride. I started the show. I was a straight woman. Then I talked to a man and I turned me gay. And now I'm doing pride jokes, just regular pride jokes. I'm talking about how asexuals are the gayest type of gay. They're at the end of the spectrum, like the alphabet is a spectrum. You start with like the L, lesbians, that's practically straight, right? Like that's not even, it's basically the default, really. It's more straight than most straight men, really. And then you go like G, then B, the bisexual community, they are the marginalized of the LGBT, right? Like, because like no one's bi enough, right? Like some of you are thinking I might be a little bi, I'm not queer enough for pride. Well, you'll fit right in because that's already how we make bisexuals feel. And then there's the T. I don't know what the T means. And then that's the original recipe, right? Like that's the original series. And then you have the expansion pack, the QIA. I'm explaining the whole alphabet, right? You guys play the expansion pack at all? It's right. It costs a little more, but it's worth it. It's fun. And then and that's like the sequel. You know, it's like LGBT QIA. Like it's like the next one. And then the plus. They got a plus at the end, right? And that's like the modding community. Like that's not canon. You know what I mean? Like you got like just like the miscellaneous people that are trying to get a letter but they couldn't quite like get enough votes together. Like polyamorous people are like, oh, add a P, and we're like, no P's. Someone tried to add a P earlier. It was weird, so we're just no one gets to add a P now. I'm sorry. You're a plus, you know. Or like, I don't know if you guys have gone to any Pride events and seen furries there, which I am so for it. I love furries. Come on, like if anyone belongs at Pride, furries do, you know. But like, this started with butt sex, right? It's like we went a little far from canon. It's kind of like playing Skyrim with like a John Cena mod. It's like, okay, we're doing some weird stuff now. You're a cow. That's awesome. You know, all the time. Or it was like 100 degrees like for Pride, and people had the full body costumes on, and I just couldn't handle it. That's not the lifestyle for me. But I support it to anyone who does it. You get to be part of the plus. You know, you include it in the plus. So I had a great Pride. I love being a lesbian. You know, it's the best. Happy Straight Pride, everyone. Woo! We got one straight guy left. Everyone else, well, I think you're straight, but we'll see. I still have hope for everyone, even you, sir. I feel like you would make a beautiful woman, to be honest with you. Like, if you ever wanted to, you could do it. You know, and I don't say that about everyone. I should be supportive of anyone, but I'm not. Some people have weird skull shapes, you know what I mean? And it's hard for them, right? You'd have to get a lot of surgery. And like, you can do that as a woman. If you have a weird skull shape as a woman, you can just get surgery, right? Like, that's what women do when they look ugly, is they do makeup, they do Botox, they do filler, and they fix that shit. And when a man has a weird skull shape, what does he do? He gets on Reddit, he joins a red pill forum, he starts obsessing over the shape of his skull and how it's the reason he'll never get laid. And it's like, bro, just take some filler and get your cheeks up there, you know? Like, you can do it too. Nothing is stopping you. I feel bad for these straight white men. Doesn't anyone, you guys ever feel bad for straight white men? It's hard to be a straight white man. I remember it's hard, you know, like, because, I mean, yeah, the world is your oyster, but you don't get to look cute at all while you do it, you know? Like, have you seen the straight white men in the room? Like, I'm sorry, but you just don't get to look cute. And at least, like, straight white men of color, at least straight men... At least straight men of color can, like, wear jewelry and stuff. Like, if you're a straight white man, your jewelry has to be waterproof, you know? That's not fair. Like, I was talking to my friend John Mondragon. It's a straight white man name, if I ever heard one. And I was like, he had a nice watch. And I was like, well, I guess you're an exception. You have a pretty watch. And he's like, what are you talking about? This can go 300 feet underwater. This is a submariner right here. I'm not gay. And I felt bad for him. All right, you guys, this has been killer. I think I'm gonna bring up a comedian besides me, and just get the show on the road. This is still straight pride, right? I don't know if this comedian. I don't know. I booked this before I knew what the theme was. So some people might be gay, straight. Who knows? But it's Happy Pride, Happy Midsommar, everyone. It's the longest day of the year, summer solstice. We are performing blood sacrifices. Yeah. So if anyone wants to get blood sacrificed, let me know. Being alive sucks. I get it. You don't want to be blood sacrificed. You're shaking. Okay, that's a shake, right? Not a nod. You want to be blood. That's a firm no over there. But we do have a yes over here. You want to be blood sacrificed. That's so, I love your attitude. We're going to work on that. That'll happen later today in the later, this is Midsommar. Fuck straight pride. The pagans are taking over and they win. Your first comedian is a really good friend of mine, just the nicest man in all of Sacramento. He might eat you because he's also a cannibal. So anyways, give it up, everybody. Are you David Thorne right now? Okay, give it up. I can't tell. You could be a character right now with that shirt. I think it's beautiful. But it looks like a character. Anyways, give it up, everybody, for my good friend, a straight white man, David Thorne.
Give it up for my mom, Heather Rogue. She didn't tell me that. Oh, how's it going, Stab? This straight pride. Is that really a thing? Because I don't know. I did a show here before, and Heather was running around here shooting people with gay lasers and stuff. It's a trap. Where's the laser, Heather? You lost your bubble machine? It's fucking sad, man. We should start a GoFundMe to get you another bubble machine. Really? Man. Somebody couldn't get gas to get home because you got a bubble machine and then you lost it. Why? Oh, crystals like meth? No. No, I don't need any of that. That's fine. I would never do such a thing. Crack maybe, like once or twice out of a fucking TV antenna, but you know, we're all young once. Who hasn't smoked crack out of a TV antenna? It's like literally everybody out in the audience, except for Toby and this guy. These guys fucking party. He's like, fuck yeah, brother. Oh my God, I love doing comedy, guys. I do. I really love doing this because it gives me a platform to talk about things that I am very, very passionate about, things that I hold very, very close to my heart. I'd like to describe one of those things to you now. It comes around ever so often, like a delicious lunar eclipse. That sweet pork drowned in tangy barbecue sauce, covered in pickles and onions on a toasted bun. Yes, people, I am talking about the McRib, the best sandwich in the history of this godforsaken planet. That is a hill that I will die on probably from heart disease. Seriously, guys, it's the fucking best sandwich ever. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I think that the McRib is better than sex. Yes, I said it. Just slightly. Hear me out. There's a lot of similarities. There's meat. There's buns. You're going to get sauce on you. I get to have them just about as often. The McRib is a seasonal item. They say they sent it on a farewell tour, but I really, really hope they're just bullshitting us like they did with the fucking Mexican pizza. Really, the only thing that makes the McRib better than sex is I've never heard of anybody getting herpes from a McRib. It's not outside the realm of possibilities. It's not, I've seen the people that work at McDonald's. Anything is possible in a McWorld. Then again, if you're not getting herpes from your McRib, are you McLoving it enough? Ba-da-ba-ba! I'm loving it. Oh, you got to make sure it's wrapped up and McRibbed for her pleasure. Has anybody here ever had a job? One. Yeah. Has anybody ever had a job that they really, really loved? Hell yeah, what was it? Wait, what? A preschool teacher? Oh my God, that sounds stressful. Oh yeah. No, like that's cool. I found a job that I really, really loved though. I did. It makes me sad though. I can't do it year round because it's seasonal work. If we start getting concerned, don't worry, it's not a mall Santa. That's just an extremely concerning job to be passionate about, in my personal opinion. It's a huge red flag when you run across the guy that's like, man, I can't wait for those little kids to come in and sit in my lap. God, I hope they pee on me. Totally wrong season, and it might be a little creepier than that, because the best job I've ever had in my life, guys, is working in a haunted house. Seriously. So far, it's been the only job I've ever had where I could tell somebody I want to cover them in barbecue sauce and eat them like a McRib and not end up in HR. The only minimum wage job I've ever had where I get to go in and yell at customers and not get fired for it. I can't be behind the counter at McDonald's and be like, no, we don't have the McRib and I'm not okay. They're always like, David, come in the office. I'm not okay. They need to bring it back, seriously. Hashtag bring back the McRib, goddammit. Yeah. You hear me, internet? Wherever the fuck this camera is, there's one. That's probably not. Look at that one right there. Nobody's in there changing the fucking angles. Nobody. There's somebody watching. There's somebody that's that sad and alone that's watching. I'm sorry if you're watching this. You're not sad and alone. I like to think that there's someone being tortured to this. like somewhere. I like to think that about my podcast too. I love I haven't done that in a while. Yeah. Oh yeah, what was I talking about? I fucking forgot, man. I don't give a shit. This is Stab. I'm wearing a fucking Hawaiian shirt and shorts and my new Crocs that I got today. I'm a Croc head. Huh? I love Crocs, man. They're fucking comfortable. Don't hate. Don't hate that I'm wearing comfortable shoes. What was I doing again? I was talking about the McRib, but, it's great. We'll just leave it at that. I'm going to move on to something else, guys. I want to talk to you all about this phenomenon that I've experienced. I don't know if anybody else has experienced this phenomenon, but tell me why every time I go and I stay at a hotel, a motel, or a Holiday Inn, I get there, I go in, I get settled in, I turn on the TV, Ridiculousness is on. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know the show, it's like Tosh.0 for tweakers. Did we even stay in a motel if we didn't watch Ridiculousness? No, I don't think that we did. If I did not go in that hotel room and turn on that TV and be greeted by Chanel West Coast annoying ass laugh. We did not stay in a motel. If I didn't go in and turn on that TV and get greeted by Rob Dyrdek's goofy ass face jumping around like a 5-year-old that was just introduced to sugar, welcome to ridiculousness. Yeah. Oh, man. Really, the only person that's not fucking insufferable on that show is Stilo Brim, and I think we can all agree is that's Rob Dyrdek's attempt to get a healthier black friend, R.I.P. Big Black. Hashtag bring back Big Black. Let's get the fucking necromancy going, guys. I think we can do it with enough fucking baby souls and puppy dog tails. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Where was I going? Oh, yeah. That phenomenon, man. It's such a phenomenon. I was talking with one of my friends about it, and he told me, David, that's just jail shit. That's all we watched when I was locked up. I was like, I guess that kind of makes sense because, I mean, jail is kind of like a Motel 6 where you can get beat up for snoring. Yes. Speaking of jail, I was trying to holler at this lady one time, and she was like, I have a boyfriend, he's in jail. And I was just like trying to be cool. He was like, I've never been to jail, but I've been to the psych ward. She's like, that's way worse than jail. I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, excuse me. As I said, I have never been to jail, but I don't think in jail that they give you snacks before bed, cool socks, and drugs. And besides, in the psych ward, I don't have to worry about getting beat up by 9 guys for snoring, just one guy who thinks he's 9 guys. With that, Stab, thank you very much. I'm going to bring back up your wonderful host, Heather. Woo!
We planned that. He just left without even saying goodbye. He just left. Well, I'm not gonna pay him then. I'm not paying him or anyone else now. Because collective punishment. That's what we do. Collective punishment. I'm sorry for you guys. You're like human shields to his terrorist activity. That was your first straight white male comic of the night for Straight Pride Month. Give it up, everyone, for David Thorne. Didn't he do swell? He did really good. We got more comedians. I'm just gonna bring the next one up. This next comedian, no idea what you identify as. We'll find out. You seem kind of old school, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. But you don't even need to know. You can come out. By the way, are there any closeted trans women in the audience tonight? No closeted trans women. Being a closeted trans woman is kind of like being your own toxic husband. Like, you're going out in that? No one will find you attractive, trust me. This really gets into a therapy session the deeper I go into this joke. No one ever laughs, but anyways. You look at yourself in the mirror and be like, no one will ever love you. Okay, anyways, your next comedian, Noel Strand, everybody. Give it up for Noel Strand. A great comedian. Give it up. Give it up. Yes. Hold on to it. Now give it up. Hold on to it. All right.
Hey, let's give it up for our fabulous hostess with the mostest, Heather Rogue. Hey, so Dick's, huh? Like that, seriously? That's the best fucking name they could come up with for their sporting goods store? Dick's? Like they don't know? They know what it means. What was their other choice? What was their first choice? The ball sack? Oh, I know. We can call it the ball sack, and we'll have like 2 balls as our logo. One of them can be a little bit smaller than the other one, and maybe a little bit higher up. Anyway, the ball sack, but that one was voted down. So yeah, so fucking dicks, huh? Like who came up with this name? You know, they went and hired some like $1 million agency to come up with their name, right? It's probably the same one that came up with like BJ's and Hooters and what? Hooters, yeah. Oh no, it's an owl. It's not about tits. It's about an owl. An owl with really big tits. Anyway, no, but it's like the same people who came up with the giant red nipple logo for Target, you know, the giant red nipple. Or the, you know, Walmart's amazing yellow butthole, you know. They know what they're doing. It's subliminal. They want to get you in there, get you in there. But Starbucks is definitely the worst. The Starbucks mermaid with the wide open vagina, you know, the big hanging open. You know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so it's there. Trust me, it's there. You can't see the wide open vagina, but trust me, it's there. It's because you gotta picture the logo, right? It's the mermaid, and she's holding her legs in the air. Which, by the way, why does she have legs? She's a mermaid. She's holding her legs in the air like this. What's happening down here? It's a wide open vagina, okay? And the image cuts off like right here, right at the mermaid pubes, right there. So it's wide open. It's disgusting. Come on, it's disgusting. Anyway, these people they get paid millions of dollars to come up with these ideas that your 10-year-old could come up with, right? And so I sort of like to picture them at their pitching meeting when they're pitching their new name, and they're like, well, we got a new name, and it's for your sporting goods store. It's we want a name that says masculine, but we also want a name that says fun. We want a name that's inclusive. We want it to make gay men feel welcome. But we also want a name that says we got a little something for the ladies. We're talking about Dick's here, Dick's Sporting Goods. We also want a name that says we got a little something for the ladies. So that's the name we're going with. The only thing is we're gonna lose the lesbian segment of the market. We might as well just write that one off because we are not going to get those women into our I Heart Dicks t-shirts. It's not gonna happen. Anyway, I don't know, maybe I'm just old. I'm just old and cranky. But these kids today with their crazy sex, I tell ya, you guys know what they're doing, right? These kids, they are choking each other unconscious, and they are eating each other's asses out. I'm telling ya. They, yeah, you can call me old-fashioned, but I say if you're having near-death experiences or near-poo experiences, you're doing it wrong. And then here's the other thing. I don't know why they had to involve the ranch dressing, right? Like, I used to love ranch dressing. I used to put it on my food. But now it's like, you know, people will be like, oh, I get embarrassed if anybody says, can I pass the ranch? I'm like, I don't know what that means, but stay the hell away from my butthole. I'm so prepared. I'm sorry. So, you know, so your kids, it's like, what the hell are they doing What are they teaching our kids at these schools? You know, you send your kid off to school. You hope they're going to learn something valuable, like how to put on a goddamn condom, right? But no, instead they come home, and all of a sudden you can't find the goddamn ranch in the fridge. You're like, I just brought a case home from frickin' Costco. What are these kids doing with this ranch? Anyway, and then you start, you know, when you kind of realize what's going on, you start being suspect of the other vegetables, of the other foods in the fridge, like the cucumber. You'll be like, I don't know about this cucumber. It somehow doesn't look as fresh as it did the last time I looked at it. I don't know. Am I being paranoid? That's what I got. Thanks, you guys.
Incredible, amazing, fantastic. Everybody give it up again for Noelle Strand. That was the second straight white female comic of the night, if you include me before I became a lesbian. It's part of the show's canon now. So you weren't here when it happened. I started the show as you can tell, as a straight woman. Look at the earrings. I mean, those are dicks. Like I started as a straight woman, and then I talked to men in the audience, and then I became gay, and now here we are. So now I need a girlfriend. This is gonna be a long journey for me. My problem is I can never tell when women are hitting on me. You guys ever have this problem? Like, right? You can't. Can you tell when people are hitting on you? No, apparently not. Your friend says no. Are you roommates? I'm sorry. Roommates. What does that say? I have sunglasses on. Partners. How long you been married? Few months? Ooh, everyone, congratulations on the newlyweds. Look at that. I predicted. I knew they were married. That's so great. But you can't tell when people are hitting on you, huh? You don't know? What about you guys? Can you tell when people are hitting on you? How long you two been married? 20 years. So you guys are like best friends? Okay. So how do you tell when someone else is hitting on you? Do you have to like tell each other like they like you, they're looking at you, or how do you do it? But you don't know when people. So I figured it out. This is how I'm gonna tell when people are hitting on me. I'm gonna. You can write this down. You can write it down too. I'm gonna get a really. Yeah, get a pen. Oh yeah, you got phones. That's so cool. Technology. EMP. Boom. All right. So, all right. So my tip is, in order to figure out if people are hitting on you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a really insecure boyfriend. And then I'll know, no, it works. I had an insecure boyfriend. I knew right away. It turns out everybody was hitting on me. Even my mom was hitting on me. I was shocked. I didn't even know she was into incest like that. I was like, that's not what the I stands for, Mom. That's a plus. It's part of the plus community. All right, your next comedian is currently a straight man. Well, I'll let him tell you about himself. I think he's from the Bay or somewhere. Give it up, everybody, for your next comedian, the greatest comedian in all of the world, Luis Ruiz.
That's a straight fucking fist right there, you know what I mean? Hell yeah. Yeah, Luis Diaz, you know what it is. We all here. All good. I am here to correct everyone and take June back. Okay. Yeah. Oh, he's fucking with it. I was just kidding, but turns out, and so you're like, go Trump, and someone does it for real, and you're like, hold up. I did not mean that. I'm really excited. Give it up for Heather one more time. This is a great show. I enjoy it. Yes. Actually, give it up for No one more time for her tirade against ranch. Fuck yeah. Fuck ranch. I hate ranch so much. Like, I really do. The reason why I hate ranch, I don't know if you hate it because of the same reason. Like, I went out with my friend. We drank, like, all night. It was like a $300, like, tab. It was just him and I in fucking Florida. That's a lot of drinking, And at the end of the night, he tells me, listen, if you put this ranch ramekin in your beer, and I drink Guinness, it's, heavy. If you put this ranch in your beer and you chug it all, I'll pay the whole tab. And I fucking did. And then I hated ranch, and I still do. I'm in my 30s. I fucking hate ranch. But if you put ranch in a butthole, I would have still loved that shit. You know what I mean? If you told me I'll pay the whole tab, if you eat my ass with ranch, dog, we would have been a whole different story right now. But here we are. I fucking hate ranch, just like you, because of Guinness. All right. I'm sorry, everyone. Was that too much? I'm trying to take it back. I'm trying to like ranch again. So, eat butthole. I'm all about eating butthole and ranch. I'm all about all the dirty shit that you don't like. I was like, yes, and you're like, no. I'm like, fuck. Damn it. Damn. All right, no problem. Weirdly, I'm an ally. As a Puerto Rican man, but I grew up in a beauty salon, in a bakery, and in a dance studio. Like my mom was like, "You're gonna be gay," and I was like, "I'll be an ally." I'm okay with that. My mom's a beautician. My dad's a baker. I call him the beauty and the yeast. It's a beautiful, beautiful fairy tale that ends in divorce. That's I'll fast forward it for you, really, really nicely. I'm here. I'm on a political tirade, just like you. I'm here to talk about California. I don't know. Is this a political crowd? Okay. Fuck yeah. Definitely. If I say Trump, you'll clap. Okay. Yeah. Is this your first day? Is this your first night? No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking. Fuck yeah, baby. We're taking it together. Yeah. Yeah. That is a nice penis. Good for him, dude. I will be taking pictures of it too. Are you looking for Hunter Biden's penis right now? Oh, okay. That was because I was like, it is nice. It is super nice. Good for him. I wish I had that cool penis, dude. I will also smoke crack, dude. It's awesome. But, I'm here to talk about this political thing that's happening, which is in California. California is trying to ban breakfast. They're trying to ban a lot of breakfast items. They're trying to ban hot Takis, hot Cheetos, Mountain Dew, Skittles. My favorite breakfast, Skittles. I love it. It's so delicious. Why are they banning Skittles? Because of an ingredient, red number 40. It's toxic. Be careful. It can kill you. I did not know this. I'm ignorant. Skittles are also getting banned in the state of Florida due to their slogan. Taste the rainbow. Chase the rainbow. Florida's like, no. Change the slogan. Skittles said, all right. We'll change the ingredient. And they did. Now the ingredient in California is red number 3. Perfect. I can keep having my breakfast. Good. They did change the slogan in Florida. Now the Skittles slogan in Florida is all colors matter. So now they're banning California again. I said, we don't want that shit here. Get the fuck out. I'm like, all right, no problem. That's a perfect joke. Fuck all of you. I have a lot of problems. What's my main problem? Sleeping problems. You have them, you look like you do. I do too. What's yours? Insomnia? Fuck yeah, baby. Let's party. Let's not sleep together. I have insomnia. I've had it since I was 5 years old. I don't sleep, or I sleep about 2 to 4 hours a night. That's the most I can sleep, and it's like waking up the whole time, right? So in my 20s, I took care of it one way and one way only, and that was by smoking opium. Have you tried it? The fuck yeah, baby, it works out, right? It works. You sleep a lot on the streets. I was I was homeless. I went homeless. It sucked, dude. 14 years. That was 14 years ago. I'm clean. I'm homely, dude. I got a house. Thank you very much. I have a bed. It's beautiful. I wish I could still sleep on it, right? That is because I have insomnia, man. I'm in my 30s. I have insomnia. And I have like really addictive personality, right? And my friends, they'll tell me, they're like, all right, this is how you go to sleep. Just drink until you fall asleep. Right? That's, if you're over your 30s, you know that that is an awful idea. Like you might as well, the hangover that you deal with in your 30s and up, you might as well just keep smoking opium, right? Like that, it's easier to deal with. My other homie was like, you should eat an edible before going to sleep. That helps. I love weed, all right? Like I'm pretty sure you can smell it in my eyes. You know, like this guy loves weed, and I do. I fucking, it's my day thing. I cannot do it my night thing too. You know, it's what I do as awake. But I do have an addictive personality, so this is what I'm addicted to now. I'm addicted to white noise. And I'm not talking about white people complaining, all right? I'm talking about, you know, shh, that beautiful sound. Oh, I love it. Anyone else hear white noise? Where you at? Yeah? Fuck yeah, dude. We need to hang out. I fuck get it. I love white noise. White noise, for those who don't know, it's actually the reason why you like it is because you have a really busy mind, right? And white noise, actually what it does is just shut the fuck up, right? That's what it's doing to your brain. It works. I've been really into it. I'm addicted to it. I'm like looking for the top shelf white noise, you know, the best that I can get. So my Spotify, you see it, it's like waterfalls, fucking fire crackling, a fan, you need a fan there, you know, you need shh in it. And I found this one because I'm searching for this one, and I found one that is not for me, but it might be for someone in here, right? And it's called Halloween Spooky Sounds. You're like, who the fuck goes to sleep like that? Like I know white noise people, we just have a busy mind. Halloween Spooky Sounds people, they want to forget some shit, you know? They got some traumas, dude. They're like, what the fuck? Please stop. All right. Even though I have all these problems, I'm actually back in college. Yeah, good for me. Thank you. I'm back in school. This is my second try in school, right? I went in my teens. I couldn't keep going because it got expensive, and I couldn't get a loan because it turns out that if you're Latino, you have a bad credit. You're born with bad credit, right? I didn't know that. Like, all my white homies are like, oh, I'm going to college. I'm like, oh, tight, how are you going? Oh, I got a loan. How the fuck? You know, like, I thought we were the same age. So I had to wait, and now I'm in my 30s. I'm back in school. The reason why I'm back in school is because I date a professor. That's how you do it, dude. It's crazy. I did not know this. I am on an emotional scholarship. That's it's way more expensive than actually paying for it cash. You know, I'm always on my fucking toes. But this is the thing, what do I go to school for? I go to school for communications, right? Oh, you do too? Fuck yeah, you're broke too. Fuck yeah, let's get it, yeah? Yes, yep, well, you're like, that was a bad decision. Good to know. I still got time. Yeah, so I go for communication. So you obviously know that you have to take these classes, right? This class that I have right now is called Gender and Sexual Identity Communications, right? I know, so it's obviously me, a 30-something-year-old man, right? And 28 women that use me as an example, right? That's a class, 100%. Like, I feel like a white person. Like, I feel like a white dude in an African-American studies class. You know what I mean? Like, every time something happens, they just turn around. Timothy. You know, like, I am Timothy of the gender class. That's me. I'm Timothy Diaz. And that's... What they don't understand is that I am an ally. Like, I literally call myself cishet. Like, I can just say straight, but I say cishet because I'm an ally, right? I go to this class. The only reason why I go to this class is so I can explain to my other Latino homies why it's Latinx and not Latine. You know, like, it's just like a really thing about pronunciation. I'm sorry. That's a great joke, right? I know it. But I'm trying, dude, and it's awful, man, because they fucking hate me, right? That's the whole thing. They're only looking at me just to hate me. And this class, this gender class, all it's doing is just making me really empathetic towards white people, right? That is the only thing. All right, everyone, I'm out of here. I'm Luigi Diaz. I'm Luis Diaz. Y'all have a fantastic night. Keep it straight, baby.
Give it up, everybody, for Luis Diaz. I had one job, which was to say the right name, and I didn't. But you know, I'm an ally to the Latino community, the Latinx community, even though I switched your name to Ruiz. I'm an ally though, so we all make mistakes because we're racist and stuff. But anyways, your next comedian also kind of a Latin name, kind of a little bit like half of it. Anyways. I'm just gonna dig myself as deep as I can go. You guys, we're getting to the end of the night. This is actually your final comedian. This is one of the greatest performers in all of Sacramento. No, I'm serious. For everyone else, I was talking I'm talking them up, but for this next comedian, I mean it. Like I'm not just blowing smoke. Like I put him last for a reason. This is straight pride, and give it up for Toby, straight name, Toby, well, it could be any name, but Toby Gomez, everybody give it up right now.
Hemorrhoids! Hemorrhoids! Am I in pain? Do I suffer? Will I bleed? Can I pucker? Hemorrhoids! 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 I can't ever be gay. I can't eat Chipotle. No, ma'am, no cheese, please. I got a disease. I can't squeeze with ease. Oh, man. Oh, geez. I sure hate these hemorrhoids. 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 This white boy can't shit. This white boy can't sit. Shh. You better watch out, because this white boy can spit. We're talking 1 shit, 2 shit, red shit. Hold up. Do I even gotta say it, folks? Hemorrhoids. 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 Inflamed. Busted.
Bruised.
Leaky. Shit. I just wonder, what's my government feeding me? Because I have seen the light. I have nothing to gain from these little ass blisters that are causing me to be in so much sane. Whatever happened to this country, you know? Things used to be so raven. Not anymore. Not since Obama. All right. Just a fact. Look into it. Watch Alex Jones. You'll see. That's so raven. Not on TV anymore. They're not letting you watch it anymore. I got to get that bottom button. Otherwise, my tummy's going to stick out. Nobody wants to see my tummy. Other than that whole 5-minute spiel I just did. All right, folks. Heather invited me. She said, this is going to be straight pride. And I said, you know what? As a white guy, I earned it. I did this all on my own. Nobody helped me at all. Why are there honking noises? That's for later, maybe, if you're good. All right. So I did write a bunch of jokes specifically about this stuff, other than hemorrhoids. when I was thinking about it, because, it is Pride, I was, kind of thinking, and I asked the question I think any healthy individual should ask themselves. At a certain point, you should ask yourself, am I trans? Right? I think that's you're just going to ask yourself even just once. But the thing is, my name is Toby. I spell it with a Y. It's short for Tobias. Now, if I were trans, switching my name would be a piece of cake. It'd be very easy. Because Toby with a Y is for boys, is what I was told. Toby with an I is for girls. Pretty easy switch to switch from a Y to an I. The difficult part would be switching the P to a V. All right, that's okay. We're going to walk right over that. That wasn't the worst joke of the night. I wrote that on Wednesday. That's okay. Whatever, you guys. Fuck, dude. All right, I got a question for all the pedophiles in the room. Question for all the pedophiles in the room. I don't really know about this, right? I don't dabble. I don't know the science behind it, but I genuinely want to know, like, is pedophilia just kind of like a general desire to have sex with children, right? Or are there guys who are like, ew, no, that's gay, I would never fuck a boy, but a small girl, Is there that? Are there gay pedophiles? Only gay? Is there a Kinsey scale with pedophilia? Like, what I'm trying to get at, and I have no clue how to say this normally. What I'm trying to get at is if pedophiles are only bisexual, is that a good justification for me to discriminate against bisexuals? Is that a reason for biphobia? Can I be biphobic if, I don't know, statistics show, and I love to quote a statistic as a white guy. All right. I was going to do a whole nother joke, but I was like, you guys are not going to feel that one. Yeah, so I've been having actually kind of a tough week. On Wednesday, I was at probably the lowest I've been in a long time. True story. I was thinking about, not being here anymore on this plane of life. And I was on the floor, crying. You ever cry so hard you can't really breathe? Just like that, you're getting some of that, And, I'm crying, all these tears going down my face, all this sweat on my face, too, because it's been hot. Have you seen this fucking hot lately? It's going to be 105. Have you seen this weather? And the woke liberal media will tell you, greenhouse gases, no vaccine. That's why it's so hot all the time. Anyways, I'm on the ground. I'm covered in cat hair all over my face. It's poking in my eyes, making the crying even worse. I feel like I'm at my lowest, and I'm just trying to figure out, okay, do I buy a gun for myself, or do I buy a gun for myself plus a few politicians? And as I'm thinking that, I'm on the ground, I look up at my dishes, and I go, geez, Louise, that's a lot of dirty dishes I got in that sink. And I take a look over it, and I go, oh, boy, that's a lot of old takeout next to those dirty dishes. You ever been to Fire Wings? You can get some fucking good you get the garlic Parmesan noodles. You ask for no Parmesan, because why? You get that. Anyways, I'm rambling. Dirty dishes. Takeout. I'm thinking about how I have student loans, and that's going to get passed on to my family. And legitimate thought I had on Wednesday was like, I can't kill myself right now. Maybe in a few months when I get my shit together, I can kill myself, You guys ever had that feeling of just like, once I really get things together, you guys are going to see who misses me, Right? I'm over here like, you know what? Maybe I cut out a few of those lattes. Maybe I save a few bucks, pay off that day. Maybe some avocado toast. I'm a millennial. I love this stuff. Maybe I take care of myself, clean up the place, have a friend over to help clean up the place. Maybe over the next few months, I go to the gym, start really working at it, and before you know it, I will be dead and in the ground. It'll be amazing. Now, that entire joke hinges on kind of the idea that I was too depressed, I had such low self-esteem, and I was too self-conscious about it to even kill myself. Some would say that's very sad. I look at it and go, hey, maybe it's all these terrible choices and bad habits I have that are actually saving my life. Maybe all this procrastinating and dirty dishes and all this terrible stuff is causing me to push off my suicide another couple months. Which leads me to believe maybe I can cure depression by getting every single mini donut in the gas station. You know? Powdered, glazed, plain, chocolate, cinnamon sugar. Churro, as they call it. You know? Blueberry glaze. They got a lemon glaze. Pumpkin spice. That's another one. There we go. That's the whole list. Folks, I came to this show being told it was a straight pride event, and I'm not feeling the straightness other than this one guy. He's exuding far too much. Possibly Heather, but I don't know. The looks that she was giving Noelle were, you know, hey, I don't blame you. All right. But I was told you got to straighten it up. And I was just like, well, what are straight guys like nowadays? You know, and I was like, well, you know, you can't really be homophobic anymore, right? You got Dave Rubin, you got Milo Yiannopoulos, you know, you got all these gay conservatives, right? And you can't be racist as a straight guy because now you got to pretend like you're not racist because Candace Owens and stuff like that, you know? So what is still the most straight thing you can do in 2024? That's right, Heather. I'm going to be transphobic. Which big billionaire one? Kardashian? Oh, fuck Caitlyn. That is true, but she's also transphobic as shit, Heather. That is, and the science works out, the math is there, folks. Listen, I keep track of every transphobe in my phone. It's called my friends list. I decided what could be a really awful thing I could do, and so I decided to make a celebrity dead name list. These are all dead celebrity names. So I'd like to start off. This is a list of dead celebrity names, celebrity dead names. Donald Sutherland, O.J. Simpson, Matthew Perry, Steve Albini, Whitney Houston, Mac Miller, Amy Winehouse, Frankenstein, Dracula, all of the villains from the Scooby-Doo movies. To be clear, they're not the villains from the TV show. The TV show is all regular people. I'm talking about ghouls from the movies. I'm talking about ghosts. I'm talking about the undead, like Return to Zombie Island. They fight there's a ghost that takes over a computer through electricity. That's my favorite. Betty White, Heath Ledger, Michael Jackson, the artist formerly known as Prince. Hell, why not Prince? That's a double dead name. My parents' dog. And you're thinking he's not a celebrity. If you ever fucking met the guy, you would think he's a celebrity. Everybody loves him. You would love him. Liches. Does everybody know here what a lich is? You guys know what a lich, right? If you guys don't know what a lich is, it's a warlock that casts a spell on himself to make him undead. And I'm sorry for the ladies in the room. I've never heard of a lich queen, so I'm going to go with a warlock. Casts a spell on himself, makes himself undead, but still has all the powers, yet being a specter and eternal undead pain, kind of obeying a dark lord. Steve Irwin, Croc Hunter. Oh, and the victims of 9/11, a.k.a. the entire Middle East. I'm sorry, DJ. I don't think they fucking heard it. Run it back one time. Oh, y'all want a dead name? How about the victims of 9/11, a.k.a. the entire fucking Middle East? I'm sorry, I don't think you fucking heard me. DJ, one more time. Oh, you want to hear a fucking dead name, you motherfuckers? You want to hear a fucking dead name? I'll give you a fucking dead name. How about the victims of 9/11? That's right. The entire Middle East. DJ, one more fucking time for us. I don't think you heard me. I don't think you heard me. You want to hear a fucking dead name? You want to hear a fucking dead name? Make some noise if you want to hear a dead name. Make some fucking noise. You want to hear some fucking dead names? The victims of 9/11. No, motherfucking Middle East. All right. Well, hold on. I don't think you guys heard me. I am going to you want a dead name? Let me give you a fucking dead name. Hold on. Oh, they're leaving right before the best part. I gotta. You guys want to hear a dead name? Guys, I didn't write this name. Guys, this this can't be. Somebody's name appeared on my list of dead names, and that's Benjamin Netanyahu. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a straight pride miracle. Wow, Heather Rogue, everybody.
No, it's fine. You can leave. No, you're great. You did. Give it up for Toby Gomez, everyone. I almost called you Toby Maguire, but you're not him. You're better. Boo. I fucking love John Cena. You guys, you made it to the end. All we have left to do is talk about the human sacrifice that we're about to have, and I'm gonna cut the streamers off because they don't get to see it. But right after the show, we're gonna kill you. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out to Straight Pride, which was a fantastic show, and it was the best show that's ever happened ever. And everyone agrees. Thank you so much. Give it up for your comedians one more time. David Thorne, Noel Strand, Luis Diaz, and Toby Gomez. I've been Heather Rogue. This has been Friday night at Stab Comedy Theater, the one and only. Back every third Friday of the month at 9 p.m. Comedy Yachtclub. Good night.
All right, everybody. That is it for us for tonight. Check out the full calendar of events at stabcomedytheater.com. We're live in person Thursdays through Sundays, and we stream everything we do 6 nights a week. Tomorrow, it's STFU. LOLGBT Plus presents STFU. It's drag. It's lip sync. It's stand-up comedy. It's all of those things. And it's power play. It's improvisers improvising presentations with slides they've ever seen. You know what? Just check out the website. You'll get the information there. We'll see you there. Have a good night.